Coldwell Banker. I'm a licensed real estate agent in the Minneapolis Saint Paul metro area, for those of you that don't know me. And I like to make these videos once a week. I do a lot of blogging on my website, tomsummersrealestate.com. And today I want to tackle how to flip homes and make money. I had an interesting conversation with a gentleman over the weekend. He had watched several of my videos on YouTube about foreclosures and short sales, and he wanted to take advantage of the market. It's a great place to start. But after my conversation, it got me thinking, well, there's a lot of things I haven't discussed or haven't shared with people. So why not wrap it up into a nice video here and talk about flipping homes if this is something that you want to do? There's several things that you have to look at before you start. And the number one is you have to do your research. You have to look at finding a real estate agent that knows how to help you not only buy the house for the right price, but also to help you know where you're going to be and what your value is going to be after you tell him or her what you're doing to fix it up. There's too many people that flip houses that end up walking away with less than $5,000 after months and months of work because they didn't calculate the risk and all of the holding costs that go along with it. So you want to make sure that you have a good lender as well that can walk you through the whole process so that you have your financing in place. I've had people call me up that want to use their credit card to put 20% down. It's like that's financial suicide. So you got to be smart about this. And if you're smart about it, you can make money doing this. The second one is knowing your numbers. You have to understand what things cost, and you have to know holding costs, meaning what's the house worth now? What will it be worth when it's fixed up? But even more importantly, or equally as important, is that sheet of drywall. Are you doing the work yourself, or are you hiring someone to do the work? The problem a lot of people face is if you don't have the skills to do the work yourself and you're going to depend on someone else to do the work, getting them out there to do it in a timely fashion is not easy right now. So that's going to increase your holding costs. So you have to think about all these before you actually move forward and step in and buy something. Third, you have to be really patient. You've got to know that this is a process and that not every single house you look at is going to work for you. There are some that are just not going to fit the criteria of what you're trying to do. And I'm saying this more beyond just the size of house or style, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, what part of the city it's in. All of these things come together, but you have to be patient because you might look at 20 homes before you even find one you want to bid on. You've got to sit down and do some work with targeting your areas. You have to figure out what areas you're willing to work in and what price range and what it is that you're looking for. I'm always going to tell people a single family home is the best way to go because you don't have to worry about an association that's going to somehow create a problem for you. That's number one. And secondly, when you have a single family home, which is what most people desire when they're purchasing, at least 3 bedrooms, at least 2 bathrooms, and preferably a 2-car garage or better. That seems to be the staple that most buyers are looking for, plus whatever amenities. Foreclosures and short sales are in really short supply right now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And just because it's a foreclosure doesn't make it a good deal. Everyone thinks that they can go and buy these foreclosures for dirt cheap. In 2008, when everything crashed, yeah, you could, because they were so overwhelmed, the banks, that they wanted to just get rid of things. So they were selling stuff off at ridiculously low prices. But now, because there's such a shortage of inventory, as well as a shortage of foreclosures and short sales, the banks are in no hurry to sell it, and they want to sell it for a premium price. So they're going to sit on it. There's a belief by some people that you can get these lists from the county and these secret hidden things that you can do, and you can call these banks directly. And I'm just going to tell you right now, that's just simply not true. If you go to a county's website and they mark off the foreclosures, remember, these are houses that the banks have determined are in foreclosure because they're behind. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to foreclose on them. It doesn't necessarily mean that the homes are right now up for sale. So that's where a really good real estate agent comes in, because they can help you navigate through this, help you get a good search going that's actually going to meet your criteria and cut your workload considerably. There's no easy way to do it because think about it. If there was a way to just go to the county and pick up all these foreclosures or go to a bank, do you think BlackRock or someone with hundreds of millions of dollars company-wise wouldn't have figured this out and pushed all us little guys completely out of the way? It's because it doesn't work that way. You can make money off of an existing home right now that is in need of repair if you can get it for the right price. Now, there's a strategy to doing that, and that's something that I only share with people that I'm working with. This is more just a basic information to give you something to think about before you decide whether you want to move forward with this. You need the plan, and you need to stick to the plan. So if you know how much the sheetrock is going to cost you, new flooring, siding, windows, whatever it is you have to fix up on this house, and it doesn't fall into the criteria of what you're looking for and does not work out for you monetarily, you have to be able to walk away. You have to stick to your plan. You can't change. Now, you can change course if you decide, well, I'm going to start looking in Faribault rather than Anoka or Coon Rapids or Lakeville, wherever. That's one thing. But I'm talking about if the numbers don't work, you walk. You also have to know what your assorted costs are going to be because it goes beyond you buying the house and closing. Now you have holding costs. Holding costs are monthly fees, mortgage, taxes, heat in the winter, cooling in the summer, electricity, and anything else. So let's say you're hiring an electrician to do a job and they can't get out there for 6 weeks, but you can't sell the house till the electricity is completed. Well, that's another 6 weeks of holding costs. So you better have some cushion built in there. So again, by the end of the day, when you go through all of this process and you sell this place off, you want to walk away with enough money to go, yeah, I spent 2 months of my life fixing this place up and I'm walking away with a good chunk of money now rather than $5,000. It's a lot of work for nothing. You're better off saying, would you like fries with that at that point? So hopefully this has given you some insight of an idea about doing this. It's alive, it's real, and you can make money, but you got to be smart. If you are truly interested in looking at investment opportunities, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to discuss this with you in detail. We can Zoom call, we can meet face-to-face, whatever you would like. If you know someone who's thinking about doing this, share the video. There's also a lot of other videos on my YouTube site. Just look for Tom Summers, Coldwell Banker. You'll find me, and you can go through all types of stuff and learn about all these different scenarios. Thank you for taking the time today to watch this. I hope you have a great day.